Good morning, everybody. Jim Feist in Las Vegas. It's happy Tuesday morning. Although I was wrong last night, I had the Dallas Cowboys, and they were lack of a better term, they were a shit show. The other coaching staff, Linehan is running an offense that looks like it's put back in the 1980s or 1990s. Get up with it, boys. Run pass options. Give Dak Prescott a chance. Get the rush off of them, spread that offense out, use some of the weapons. Beasley, he's their best players. I mean, this guy's been carrying this team for years. But they threw three passes to him, and I think one of them was early, and they didn't play. The game was terrible. The Dallas Cowboys, right from the top, Jerry Jones sticking with his guys, Garrett and Linehan. If you don't change those people, you're not going to change the outcome. Do the same thing over and over again, expect a different result. You're going to get, that's the definition of insanity. They were a home team that was favored, had all the options. Going against Tennessee, who basically had zero offense all year long. They made Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans look like they were world beaters and they could beat anybody. That was Dallas at their worst, horrible event. And, we're looking at some really bad efforts out there. When you look at the Washington Redskins, they lost 3 players when they played with Atlanta. They're going to be out for the season. They look terrible at home. That's another NFC East team that looks absolutely horrible. The NFC East is really struggling. Unless Philadelphia can pick it up and start to play well now that they got Tate. Or Dallas can turn it around. I don't know how they do it overnight, but they got to play each other this coming week. Big game Sunday night. The way Dallas looked yesterday is pretty bad. But talking about home teams that give it up, that shouldn't be giving it up. Of course, we know Buffalo and the Browns are terrible, and all that. But Baltimore Ravens, they're slipping. Pittsburgh beat them on the road. Baltimore gave it up at home. Teams that they're stepping it up. Carolina Panthers are looking really good. Denver had an effort. They could, but they have a terrible coach. Joseph he's got to go. It's hard to find, quality coaches at all levels, head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. When you don't have the right mix, you don't see progress, you got to make changes. The New York Jets are another one, but that was a road team. They lost at Miami. Terrible job there. Bowles is not doing well. Darnold looks worse than he did week 1. He's not getting the kind of coaching support there. Seattle gave it up to the Chargers. That was a big disappointment. I had a good week, but Dallas and Seattle really, it would have been a perfect week if I was right on those two, but I wasn't. But I had some good totals. I had a lot of good efforts out there. But, there's so many teams out there that it really comes down to this. After 9 weeks, it comes down to the pretenders against the contenders, and there's a lot of pretenders. The Green Bay Packers are going nowhere. That team around Aaron Rodgers, who's slowed down a little bit over the years, the guy's great, but the rest of the team, the management, it comes down that little thing that you get is the chemistry from the top to the bottom of the coaching staffs and the players, and the chemistry between those players. It all comes together for some teams, and and everybody gets a shot at it, supposedly. I mean, given the Bills and the Browns, maybe not. How about the Oakland Raiders? Maybe you didn't pay enough for John Gruden, $10 million a year for 10 years. That's not enough money to expect anything in return. Yeah, you're gambling on the future, but wow, that's a big gamble to just sit there and wait 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. In the meantime, you're paying the guy $40 million over 4 years. You don't know you're going to get anything out of draft choices. I think Dallas made a good move in getting Cooper. You're not going to always find with a number 1 an Amari Cooper talent. A lot of draft choices don't pan out. And there was a guy that could help you. Granted, it's a bad coaching staff, so they didn't use him properly. But if they had mixed it up with Beasley and Cooper and the other rookie, and run some play action passes. Did you ever hear play action passes, run pass options? Scott Linehan, you coached a terrible offensive game last night. Anyway, Seattle looked good for weeks, and then they really did not look good yesterday. Russell Wilson played a terrible game. The Chargers were sharp, but the Chargers had been winning, and they had the off week, but they hadn't beaten anybody really. And when in London, they really were not sharp. But that was a game that, really turned it around. The Chargers, if they get their Bosa back, and they could be very tough going down the stretch. There's just a lot of changes that need to be made, but we're going to focus on the rest of the season on who's going to win and who's going to cover. That's what matters to us, and I really don't care. I'm not affiliated with any of these teams. I don't care who wins and who loses. I just want to cover spreads. Now, college basketball starts tonight. We've got a couple of plays up on my service, jimfeist110718. And for a period of time, Fast Facts will be up for free on the site. But after about a week, 10 days, we're going to change that. You're going to have to subscribe, and we'll have information on the site for that. It's been the best for 25 years. If you don't check out Fast Facts, do so today. See if you like it. There's no data input yet because the games haven't been played. But after today's game, then the data will start accumulating. You'll see the ratings. There's 7 different ratings that you can use in different spots. It's a valuable tool. Last year I had 2 runs. I didn't have a fantastic year last year in college hoops, which is kind of unusual for me, but I had 2 runs. One run was 28-3. That's right, 28 winners, 3 losers over a period of time last year that really helped. And then at the end of the year, I think I was 31-16 to close it out. So I had 2 good runs. But still, overall, I started out so slow, I had a comeback to make. So we're not going to do that again this year. We're going to go slow early. Got 2 plays today.
Keep playing.
And going forward, we have NBA, which is always tough in the regular season because you never know who's playing night to night and who's really up night to night. But there is money to be made if you're really diligent and you pick your spot. So go to jimfeist.com. Pick up the pieces there, check out the Fast Facts, and if you need any help, just buy some of the picks. Thank you, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.